You walk into a library expecting rows of books, the smell of old paper, and absolute silence. But what if I told you that in some libraries, the most unexpected, bizarre, and downright creepy things have been found? From haunted artifacts to items that make you question reality, this isn't your ordinary trip to the library. Ready to discover the weirdest things ever found on library shelves? Welcome back to Whatever World, your go-to place for uncovering the strangest and most shocking stories from around the globe. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our wild content. Imagine visiting your local library, browsing through the shelves, and suddenly finding a jar filled with human teeth. Yes, that's right. A jar of teeth was once found in a library in New Orleans. As if that's not disturbing enough, the jar was just sitting there like any other piece of library decor. But libraries are more than just places for books. They can also be places for the unexplained. In a library in Oxford, England, an ancient, cursed book was discovered. The pages of the book were said to cause illness or even death to anyone who touched them. Needless to say, it's now locked away for good reason. Speaking of strange finds, have you ever heard of a library storing the ashes of dead people? In a library in California, a book was returned with a secret compartment inside. When opened, the librarians found a small urn with cremated remains. Imagine thinking you're about to read a classic novel, only to find something as eerie as that. In another bizarre case, someone found a half-eaten sandwich tucked between the pages of a rare manuscript. Why would anyone use food as a bookmark? It's one of those questions that will probably remain unsolved. But not all weird finds are creepy. Some are just plain bizarre, like the library that found a stuffed armadillo on its shelves. And no, it wasn't part of an exhibit, it was just left there by some unknown person. Maybe they thought it was a good spot for their peculiar pet? Then, there's the time a library in the Netherlands found a medieval chastity belt hidden behind some very old books. How it got there, no one knows, but it definitely leaves a lot to the imagination. From the unsettling to the quirky, libraries hold more than just stories in their books. They hold mysteries, oddities, and sometimes things that should have never been there in the first place. What's the weirdest thing you've ever found in a library? Thanks for sticking around with Whatever World. If you enjoyed this dive into the oddities of libraries, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments what bizarre stories you want us to explore next. Until next time, stay curious.